Alright, we got a pretty compact deck here today. This is going to be Timeless Mono Black Control. This is a deck that is leveraging 6 Thoughtseize type effects with 4 Thoughtseize and 2 Duress, and we have some Go Blanks to hit the hand as well as Liliana. So we're a deck that is basically trying to get our opponent hellbent as fast as possible, and we are going to break parity once the both of us are in top deck mode with Beseech the Mirror, Finding Shieldred, and the One Ring, in addition to our Sign-In Bloods to kind of just give ourselves card advantage. From there, we're going to find our Bowmasters and, as I mentioned earlier, the Shieldred, maybe our Graveyard Trespasser if we have to hit the graveyard, and from there, it's going to be through those cards that we try to win the game. We can gain a lot of life with Shieldred, and then we can attack in with Shieldred and Orcish Bowmasters while controlling the board with the other cards that we have. We will want to make sure that we clip all of our opponent's proactive removal, our proactive counter spells, and any sort of creature game plans that they might want to work on. If they do get creatures out, we do have a couple of Fatal Pushes and, Shieldred's Edicts to deal with those as well. We're trying to get under our opponent early and often, and we'll be able to do so with our 4 copies of Dark Ritual off of the historic ban list, but legal here in Timeless. And Demonic Tutor will help us convert a turn 1 Dark Ritual into a Duress, Fatal Push, or Thoughtseize if we want to. But what we really would like to be doing is waiting for a turn 2, where we should be able to Dark Ritual plus our 2 lands in order to beseech into Shieldred, or cast a Shieldred or whatever. Of course, Beseech the Mirror is going to need something to sacrifice for the bargain mechanic, and we'll be able to use both the Run Ring or Orcish Bowmasters tokens in order to make that happen. It's more or less the deck here. This should be a fun time. We get to be very mean and hand-hatey, and it is going to be probably a pretty notable entity in the Timeless format. I'm seeing a lot of mono black here with these Dark Ritual acceleration, and let's play it today and see how we feel about the deck. If you like the video, make sure to like and comment on it. It helps me out with the algorithm, and let me know how you like in the Timeless format and what you are playing. Let me know what changes you make to the deck, and I will see you here in round 1. Alright, here's round 1. We have a lot of tokens here, not a lot of tokens. We have a lot of lands here, but at least that means we'll be able to cast spells. I don't really like not having a turn 1 Thoughtseize, but I have played some games here in the warm-ups where I've been really screwed by taking 1 land or Thoughtseize hands, so doesn't really seem like it's a thing that we really want to be doing here. And actually, we can go ahead and Thoughtseize a Shieldred out right now. So let's go ahead, not Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual out of Shieldred. Let's do that. They could Crackwooded Foothills and Spell Pierce us if that's something that they play. Let's see if we are punished for it. I do find the Overgrown Tomb. They can Fatal Push? Okay. So good reaction out of them. Let's see what we can follow this up with. So they're going to Mishra's Bauble, and we'll just have to wait until we can get this Beseech the Mirror moving. They show white as well, which is interesting. We'll drop a Graveyard Trespasser, and then next turn get to Shieldred. Let's take their Fatal Push, probably. Graveyard Trespasser is also going to help us hit the hand if they decide that they want to remove this thing. Oko, Thief of Crowns. Will they discard to kill my Trespasser? They will not. Okay. So I suppose we can just go ahead and drop... We could drop a Shieldred, but it's probably getting Oko'd. I think I will start with just getting in with Graveyard Trespasser. We'll take their Bauble. I don't know if they play Underworld Breach. Doesn't seem like they play red.
So it's a game you're interested in.
And now, I guess I'll play Shieldred, bait out the Oko Plus, because either they need to make their food into a creature, or they'll need to elf my Shieldred. So either they make a blocker or they make my 4/5 with text into just a 3/3. If they make a creature, we do get to Liliana, which is going to be convenient. Fatal Push on Shieldred, okay, they're pretty consistent with those. And I take it Oko just elks their token. Okay. So we can eventually win this interaction if our Liliana resolves. Here's Liliana, this does play around Spell Pierce. We will make them sacrifice a creature. And this is now take out Oko territory. And next turn we should be able to have Oko. Unless they want to pay to Elk Graveyard Trespasser, in which case it's good anyway. So Oko's probably making a token here. Oh, it's Bowmasters to take out my Liliana. Okay, that comes just in time.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
We draw our own Bowmasters here, which is sweet. I can Bowmasters into Fatal Push, taking out their Orc army, I suppose. Let's do that. Oh, I will need to sacrifice something, though, so that's a problem. My Bowmasters can take out theirs, I guess. Alright, and then next turn we have Beseech the Mirror. Graveyard Trespasser is probably not a card I want to just go ahead and let die right now, so we'll pass. Trying to lock on my Bowmasters, fine. Fisher's Bauble, sure. And they will make that token.
Trust me.
With a land, we can also beseech into, we can just beseech into a spell that kills Oko. But, actually, I think I will go ahead and, So yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll beseech into Fatal Push. We don't need to go with Bargain. We want to keep our token. And we will go ahead and find our Fatal Push. Fatal Push will kill the Orc army. And let's see if they have Spell Pierce. It'll just be Bauble checking us, I think. Looks like it, okay. And now we will move to combat, swing at Oko. Let's take out their Bowmasters, because I don't want that coming back. And now we're left with 4 power on board, and they got 12 cards with 4, or 12 life with 4 cards. And wow, it's another backup Oko. Okay, so they're going to be able to elf this other food, and now we have to deal with this guy again. Okay.
Oh dear.
Here's Beseech the Mirror. We can actually just do the same thing again. I do have 6 mana though, so I can actually just kill the Shieldred, or kill the Oko pretty much. The question is, do I want to let Oko stick around? We're probably beseeching no matter what. The question is, do we just go ahead and get our Shieldred's Edict, or do we go ahead and Fatal Push that token again? The token's stabilizing, but if I go with that play, I might not be able to kill Oko. I think that's a problem for later me. We'll try one more Fatal Push here. They have played their turn knowing exactly that I have this, so this does feel like I'm playing into something, but it is what it is. We'll kill Drown in the Lock, and then we'll start working on the Okos after this. Alright, ending turn, passing on. Oops. Deathrite Shaman, that's okay, not too bad. They can Oko their own Deathrite Shaman if they want to avoid the Trespasser. Oh, and they are going to Drown in the Lock, discarding a card here. Okay. Thoughtseize goes away. You got it. So Oko will stick around. Kind of unfortunate. Maybe I should have decided to take my Shieldred's Edict instead. Agadeem's Awakening gives me back almost some interesting stuff. So this is for 3 we can do it. If we find one more land, we can do... Oh, wait, no, this represents 7 mana, right? Yes, so we can do this for 4. So let me go ahead and sack my Orc Army. This gives me 7 mana, so that is indeed X for 4. For the spell side, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to find Shieldred, Graveyard Trespasser, and I actually forgot that Orcish Bowmaster's in here, so that's all pretty solid. Let's go ahead and ping Oko a little bit. We'll take the Drown in the Loch that's in the graveyard, and we will ping the Oko. Alright. Just like that, we're back in the game with our one of Agadeem's Awakening. Let's go. Drown in the Loch takes out Shieldred. That makes sense. We still have a creature that can attack through. Let's see if they want to draw a card. Now we can't attack through because of the food token. So we're just looking for Beseech or something that allows us to draw into our Shieldred's Edict to take out Oko. I guess Duress is a thing that we could do. Let's see what they're working with. Treasure Cruise, we do not want that. And then Oko, they have backup Oko. That's good to know about. We will pass. And they're going to be able to just crank out some more Oko value here. This is going to be tough. They're going to exile my Shieldred. That's fine. We actually don't have any other ways besides that Agadeem's Awakening to get stuff out of the graveyard, so this is fine. We'll let this resolve. And if they do decide to play Uro here, we are going to get a ping. Now the question is, does this go to Oko, or do we just do it to face? Maybe we just start going face. I don't really know. Well, no. The Uro life gain is going to help keep them afloat. We'll just keep Oko down a little bit. Got to keep them off of the -5. Create a Who token. You got it. What can we draw that gets us out of here? Looking like we just need to find a 1 ring. And possibly another Shieldred. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I guess this does have Menace. That is kind of relevant. Alright, we do get to flip our Graveyard Trespasser, which feels good. Well, that sucks. So, Vraska can now kill pretty much any one of our creatures. So I think Bowmasters probably dies unless they want to discard with the... Okay, so they are going to discard something. Will it be the Oko? It was Memory Lapse. Got it.
I'm going to make that disappear.
Oko is going to Elk, and now we gotta watch out for the Elk army. This is gonna be a problem for us.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Alright, move into my turn. We hit Thoughtseize to take out the other Oko. We're not killing this Oko anytime soon, so I don't really see any use of casting it, so I'll pass. And now I think we might just be slowly getting outvalued by Oko. I mean, there's a reason that this card was banned in Historic. We'll need to make sure that we have some sort of response to these Okos next time. And I think maybe the move was eventually to start using those Shieldred's Edicts. But as we know, they still have had this Oko in hand for who knows how long. Not much we could do about that. They would have had the second one. Or I guess this is the third one at this point. Orcish Bowmasters, okay. What does this do for me? Not a whole lot. I can ambush an Uro, try to kill Deathrite Shaman. Or I can try to ping Oko. It doesn't really matter though because they are going to have the switch potentially. I think I just have to pass here. I could attack with Hive of the Eye Tyrant, try to soften them up a little bit. That also doesn't feel very good. We'll pass. We'll pass, try to ambush in a row. And if they decide to Oko swap me, we'll be able to kill the Bowmasters that they take. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and just ping our Bowmasters. They could actually have a counterspell here. They do not, which is nice. So we'll kill our own Bowmasters. Oh, are they going to Bowmasters me? No, they're not. Okay. Well, that's fine. Still deals damage. And we do get to... Well, we could have actually ended up with a food token. That was actually a big mistake. Yeah, now they can sack that food token. Okay. Well, it's not over. We can just draw into our 1 rings. That is kind of the end game that we're looking towards here. Here comes Zero. Now we don't have Bowmasters. That's unfortunate. Resolves. I think I don't block this. We have enough life to pat ourselves for a bit. Plus, Uro might be the one that we want to just jump block here at some point. It's another Duress here. We can just cast it off knowing that we are going to be getting rid of the Oko at worst case. Deathrite Shaman making some mana. Okay. Is this Spell Pierce? It's Fatal Push. Okay. Fine. And let's see what they're working with here. It is a Memory Lapse as the other card. I mean, I think I just take Memory Lapse. The Oko doesn't really matter right now. And we actually just take 12 next turn. I can block with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, I guess. But this is not looking strong for us.
One bite, and all your cares.
Yeah, Vraska and Oko together are a pretty strong combo. This is cool to see. Okay. So there's our 12 coming at us. I guess I could Hive now, since I have the mana available. Or I could just take it, which I think is probably the right move. Like, we haven't really been using this mana at all. I guess the punishing feature would be if I draw, like, a 1 ring or something, or like a Shieldred. Even then, yeah, I mean, we just get a land in, and that is the death no matter how you slice it. Let's see what the other card was, and then we'll accept our fate here. Bowmasters was it? Okay, so we'll just go ahead and tap our mana here, pass on. That's another one to face, and all we get to do is take the third Oko that we've known about for a while. Alright. So that's game 1 in the bag here. Opponent's going to attack us down this turn. Pretty much just outvalued by Oko, I would say. It's a very strong card, and, you know, there's a reason why we're only getting it back now. So some deck building will be needing to be taken into account when you're brewing for this format, because I think that Oko is going to be a pretty big staple of the format here. I think in terms of this arena card pool, it's probably the most common thing that we're going to start to run into here pretty soon. So keep those Shieldred's Edicts at hand. Maybe I will go up to 4 in the main deck here. I'm not totally certain. I could drop a Fatal Push for another Edict, but we'll see. Anyway, that's round 1 in the bag. Let's hop into round 2. Alright, it's round 2 here. We've got a Mythic ranked opponent, 97%. So they're probably back down here in Diamond. And we do have a turn 2 Shieldred, or we can go turn 1 Liliana, but turn 1 Liliana is not that great, so I think it's going to be turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Shieldred. Okay. Assuming that they don't Duress us first, who knows. It's Once Upon a Time, interesting. So this could be Elf Ball, maybe. It is not, okay. Interesting build, let's see what they've got for us today. Fiends in format. Ooh, we have Self-Mill. So what are we reanimating today? We have Asika's Chariot, we have Eldritch Evolution. I'm not sure I totally understand what we're working against here. We know with the Fiend's Informant that we will have a hit for this. And, well, we would like to exile the Parhelion now. Unearth can get back a Greasefang. I think that I'm probably going to take the Unearth, because Grizzly Salvage will be able to find something. Or we can, I guess, risk it and then hope that they don't have a way to take more stuff out of the graveyard. I think the move maybe is Grizzly Salvage here. Liliana just got pretty bad, but Go Blank is actually a really good draw here. We're going to see what they mill over. A lot of cards into the grave here. Beans Informant, okay. They take a card into hand. What do they discard? Probably Pargillion. Okay. So I think that maybe it is Shieldred now, and then we just go a little risky and wait a turn for Go Blank. Alright, Dark Ritual. Shieldred. Alright, hope I'm not punished for this. We'll see. They go to 13 here. It's your supplier. Let's hope they don't hit with Unearth. Thank God. Alright, they didn't hit. So, do they crack off the Unearth here is the question. Looks like they're thinking about it. Satyr Wayfinder, is it? Okay. And what do we hit here? Anything interesting? Does not appear to be anything crazy. Alright, yeah, we will definitely block here. We want to give them more things in the graveyard because we were about to go blank them this turn. Nice, and that's a Grease Fang, so we do get to take out one of those. We'll gain some life here, hit Go Blank. Discard all their hand. And that was 2 Can't Stay Aways. Alright, that was a very good time for Go Blank to come out. So Demonic Tutor can help us find another land here, I guess. We actually now can Dark Ritual as well. That's going to give us 5 mana. That'll be enough for 1 ring, I guess. I think I would like to Liliana, though. So what can I do here? I can Dark Ritual, that gives me 5 mana. That's enough to Liliana plus discard. But then I'd be discarding my 1 ring, even if I were to find like a land off of Demonic Tutor. So that's a bit awkward. I think they can only really be helped by drawing and discarding. I think I'd probably end up Dark Ritualing for the 1 ring here, and just see if I find a Thoughtseize or something. Opponent decides to concede there, so it looks like we win anyway. They didn't want to deal with me thinking out my turn too much. Alright, that was a quicker round 2. Let's hop into round 3. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So this is our round, I believe this is round 3 or 4. I think this is round 3. We get to start off potentially with an early Liliana the Veil, but it's probably going to be just holding up Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. We can Demonic Tutor on turn 2 for a Shieldred and then play that turn 3. That's a potential option. I think either way I'm going to keep this. We'll see what our opponent's on. Oh, alright. So, Mono Red Aggro, we're seeing a lot of this lately. We can go ahead and eat that with Bowmasters at some point in the future. I don't think it's worth to Ritual right now. Vishino Pyromancer, eventually Goldspan Dragon. We want a lot of removal in this hand. Bowmasters will do well against all these 2/1s. I guess I could take out Goldspan Dragon, although they don't really have the ability to play that anytime soon. I'm going to take Play with Fire. We want to protect the Bowmasters. Alright, another Goldhound. That's fine. And double Bowmasters. This is actually really good. We could Bowmasters take out Goldhound and then Fatal Push the other one if we accelerate with Dark Ritual. I actually like that idea. Does Vishino hit creatures? No, it's just player or planeswalkers. Yeah, I think I'm into this idea. We're going to have 4 mana here to work with. So maybe it's actually Demonic Tutor plus that. The Menace of the Goldhound is annoying, but like we are okay with not dealing with that. And plus I can actually just go find a land here, since I haven't played one for turn. Cool. Not the most sexy use of this card, but we do get to go find a Locthwain here, which will come in untapped. Oh no, we did actually play a land for turn. My bad. Whatever. We'll take out a Goldhound here, and then make our token. We'll be able to start attacking a little bit, or block those Vishino Pyromancers after they come in. No blocks. We'll go to 16. And here is our land. Should we play the Liliana or not? I'm not really sure. If I go Liliana minus, actually it's bad because then Pyromancer gets me. Luckily the opponent hasn't really hit their second land drop yet. Is this a situation where I go in then? I can Fatal Push plus Bowmasters. Yeah, let's try it. So we're gonna go ahead, Fatal Push. We'll pre-combat Bowmasters, deal 1 to the face. And we now get to hit for 3/4 a turn. When they play their next card, we get to Liliana sack it. And wow, this is nice. Feels good to be where we're at. So this is 3 Goldspan Dragons and 3 Valyashino Pyromancers. We're going to take the Pyromancers, I think, because we hope to end the game before they get to cast a Goldspan Dragon. Exile their graveyard, and we just hold up Liliana here. Get in for 4. And this is the Greedy Hand by Mono Red. Hopefully going to be something good for us here. That Bowmasters was super clutch here, so what we'll do is Liliana minus, try to bait out the next Valyashino Pyromancer, and then we'll Bowmasters kill it and try to get in for the win. Opponent is at 8. Okay, here's the Valyashino Pyromancer as expected. They actually go to hand. And I suppose we'll just go in here like this. Bowmasters kill Valyashino Pyromancer. Bowmasters hit face. We have all 4 Bowmasters, that is crazy. And now we'll each player discard a card, which is just you discard a card. I take it, they just get rid of a Goldspan Dragon. And we put them to 1 here, so I don't really think they have a way out of this. I think we should be fine. Alright, we've taken out Hearthstone. Alright, that brings us to the end of this round. I will see you in the next one. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So this is round 4. We have Thoughtseize into Bowmasters, into Sign in Blood, into the 2 of those things, I guess. Maybe we find our 3rd land with Sign in Blood. The Bojuka Bog's a little awkward. If they mulligan, I'm going to mulligan. Otherwise, we'll wait to see how they play the initial turns. The Go Blank might be nice. We'll see about that. But yeah, I'm more or less kind of optimistic about this hand. The question is, do I play turn 1 Thoughtseize or not? We can kind of gauge how we want to play it based on their first play. Alright, so they do decide to keep after all. I guess that means we will try it as well. It is mono red. Okay. So they're going to dash their Reinforced Ronin. Okay. That probably means we just go Bojuka Bog now. We'll exile your graveyard. That's our 1 of tapped land, so that's out of the way at least. Here is Ronin, once again with it's not dash, that's just what this thing does. They draw Bolt. I'm glad that they don't play Bolt currently. Well, I guess we'll go here with held up Orcish Bowmasters. That cannot quite take out the Ronin, but we can trade with the token. So they can go Ronin, Bolt, play with fire. That probably feels good for them. So the question is, do I try to trade here? This would basically be the trade of the entirety of Bowmasters for basically 2 of the exiled cards that they have. They're not going to draw anything, so I guess I will Bowmasters here. We'll put 1 damage to the Ronin and see if they want to kill the 2 of our creatures. We are down to be making a trade here of however it ends up working out for us. They can prevent it though, so. They are thinking about this one for a little bit. They can at least wait until they see what I'm targeting with Bowmasters, I suppose. So we are going to target the Ronin. Alright, they play with fire. I'll still get to make my token. And what happens here? They're actually going to bolt my face, so I will get to trade. Very interesting. So that's Lily here. We're going to have to sign in blood here looking for a land. We luckily find it. And if we decide to go to 9, this could be a good opportunity to early Thoughtseize and take a creature. Yeah, so I think Grim Lavamancer will be bad if we are able to get Go Blank off, so I'm going to take the Ronin. Also, that thing is pretty annoying. Oh, we're just about dead here. They get to put us to 2. And that means I need to both come up with a way to remove Swift Spear and not die to Lavamancer. Oh wait, I'm dead. I forgot that the Swift Spear has prowess. Alright, well that is a pretty convincing mono-red beatdown. Definitely running into this deck a lot as time goes on. It's a pretty cheap and easy one to start to investigate the format with. So that brings us to the end of round 4. Let's try for one more mono-black control win. Here we go. Alright, this is the 5th and final round here. We have a start that has a bunch of Bowmasters and some hand hate. I think I like this, especially now that we're going first. Let's start with Duress here. We can get a Thoughtseize off after the fact if we want to. Good to know about the Death Shadow and Bowmasters here. I suppose we can probably just take out either a Brainstorm or just use Bowmasters. We'll use Bowmasters to deal with their Brainstorm, so it's probably good that we take removal here. Bloodstained Mire going to Brainstorm right off the rip. I wonder if they'll hold it up or not. It's correct of them to Brainstorm immediately in this case. Opponent's 98% Mythic right now, so we call it like mid-diamond, I guess. Alright, and they actually allow us to drop out the second land, which means that we're going to get to eat them up with Bowmasters. Alright, that is Orcish Bowmasters here. We're going to get in big. Oh my gosh, and we get them off the Brainstorm. How crazy is that? Incredible. Could not think of a more fun Game 5 to work with there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a whole lot of fun to record, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it just as much. Definitely think that Mono Black Control is a little bit mispositioned right now. It was very popular in Historic because of the slower gameplay, but here in Timeless, we're seeing that it may not necessarily adjust perfectly to the quickness of this format. It has been a lot of fun to check out what these decks are doing in this new format with the new card pool. And I hope you guys have been enjoying coming along for the ride as well. Let me know if you have been trying any sort of mono black control or discard builds in Timeless. I want to see how they've been working for you guys, and maybe someone's come up with an innovation that I haven't thought of yet, which could be cool to try out. Make sure to drop those in the comments. Make sure to like the video to help me with the algorithm. And if you're new here to the channel and seeing my content for the first time, subscribe for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are covering both Historic and Timeless in MTGA, all the Eternal formats, and occasionally a draft here or there. But with that being said, that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.